Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're coming in with you this morning. This is Gary Chapman, singer-songwriter day, always our favorite, but we don't see him. I don't know if we can hear him. Oh, there he is. Look at him, right on time.
I like to make a grand entrance.
There you go. Pat Malone, I know he's loaded for bear this morning. How are you, Pat?
I am terrific. Good to see you again, Gary.
You too, brother.
Man,
all right.
The whole world's gone to pot, man. Y'all talking about Georgia getting in the pot business, and he's talking
Stephen.
Oh,
yeah.
that's what.
Do not screw it up now.
That's what it was. That's what.
Good Lord.
I was listening earlier.
Yeah,
but somehow I forgot what they were talking about. I'm glad you reminded me.
Yeah, they changed the name where it don't sound so bad. That's what they did. It was cannabis now instead of pot. Yeah. If you're doing it, you're a pot.
Dope. It was dope.
Yeah, you're a dope head, pothead, dope head. And they said, "Oh, we've worked on this our organization on how to dispense it and all that." And boy, it is proud of that. And I'm like, man, I've got a cousin who's been in that business for years. If they want to learn how to do it, man, they did it. They need to ask the package.
Those new T-shirts are really more appropriate now than ever. The ones that say the morning dish. Don't let the facts get in the way of a funny story.
I mean, everybody knows somebody sells pot at some time in their life, do they not? I mean, they've been in business for years.
Where is Sherry when I really need her? Stephen, shut up.
I would ask them, hey, how do y'all go about doing it? Well, we stand on the corner down on 5th and Main and just walk around in circles. And that's what they need to do. Just ask somebody that knows, right?
Just free bag of potato chips with every ounce. That's what you sell it right there.
And there's your stock tip of the day. Yeah, buy munchies, invest in munchies. So anyway,
he was talking about the federal government, though, Pat, about how the federal government was kind of like, checking in on people. Remember he was talking about that?
Yeah.
But it's really the state of Georgia that went and superseded the federal law, and it got even stricter than what they did with Senate bill. Remember we talked about that, and you made fun of me.
Yeah, the one that y'all didn't know anything about.
You didn't know anything about.
State representative.
Neither did our state rep. And
he voted for it.
Senate, but this House bill
a pretty good indication you probably had bad information since it was.
No, you don't remember that. You don't remember that you guys ended up, eating crow or whatever you want to say. But there was Senate Bill 494 that outlawed THCA and all the flour and all that stuff. It was a Georgia law, and that stuff's illegal federally.
The stuff that comes out of the convenience stores, right?
Well, some of it did, but it all had certificates of analysis and was third party checked.
Yeah, we know
the whole thing is I got to tell you honestly, the whole thing is a little bit silly.
It is
because the whole thing of Delta 9, which is the stuff that makes you want to eat all the potato chips within a 5-mile radius and forget your name. One tiny molecule apart from that, within that same plant, is another thing that will do exactly the same thing, and it's 100% legal because those boneheads that make the laws, if they're trying to make people not be able to get high, they're not doing their job. You can go into 100 stores within 20 miles of where I am right here. Well, maybe a bit much, maybe 15, but and the products that are made from those just one step off from that particular molecule, they're just as effective, or not more so.
It's not about keeping people safe. It's not about people getting high. It's about the money. It's always about the money and how can they make money on it.
Why y'all telling them this? I mean, come on, don't tell them this. Shut up, Gary.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
You're messing everything up for us.
We're cutting into your revenue.
See what you started, Stephen. Now it's downhill from here, right?
Come on, man. One molecule. Gary does not know what he's talking about at all.
I don't. You're right. I don't.
Yeah, he don't know what he's talking about.
My son got the first industrial hemp growing license in the state of Tennessee 11 years ago, and the company is going strong. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I guarantee.
But it goes back to this, though. I want to say one more thing about it. You look at all these chemicals that they know are carcinogens.
Unbelievable.
And this is a huge conversation we've been having. I mean, they just outlawed red dye number 3. I mean, there's tons of them. There's aluminum in the food. There's fluoride in products. There's tons of things that we know are unsafe. But alcohol is proof. That's way worse than marijuana is. So many more lives get ruined over that. But this is what they want to focus on.
Yeah.
This is
let's focus on the fact that RFK Jr. is going to get confirmed, and that stuff is going to change.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, boy, it's going to be a storm. And I love it.
I
love
thought
it.
for a minute there that Packy was auditioning for the assistant secretary of it.
Well, he can do it. I bet he could pull it off.
Yeah.
Hey, do I got to be transgender like the last one, or do I need to wear a dress?
Well, you should.
Well, keep your dresses. Don't throw them out yet.
Yeah, I think to be safe, you should start, dressing that way, but then ease out of it. Transition out of being transitioned. Just head back the other way.
He actually looks pretty good in the dress, to be honest with you. He got long, lanky legs. You know what I'm saying?
They'll stop a train, man.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, they're nice.
Oh my God!
Throwing the pot, man. I still think we ought to legalize cocaine. It'd be a whole lot more productive in our society.
The economy would definitely have a bump.
That's what I'm thinking. And talking about the world going crazy, we got Beyonce, man. She just won the best country album of the year, right?
I tell you what, if Nashville is not ashamed of itself for allowing that to happen, it has nothing to do with what color she is, has nothing to do with what sex she is, has nothing to do with anything except the fact that that is not country music. It's not.
Well,
and she won country album of the year. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and now we got all these cowboys are torquing. Have you seen that? Cowboys are torquing now, man. They're on the damn.
They're not doing any torquing at the rodeo.
Steven, can you see the comment that's up there from Herbal Boy?
I cannot see it. No.
I need someone to interpret. What is he trying to say?
Is it on the YouTube channel? Is that where the comments are?
Yeah.
Pat was more so not leaning towards the blue side this morning on Morning Mountain Show.
Oh yeah, you were on the blue side.
You were he's saying you were kind of not. You were almost not.
Almost not.
Okay. Liberal. Right. You were almost not a flaming liberal, but you still are.
That's
liberal.
Hey, that's progress. That's what we call it. That's progress.
And he's a Rebel Boy. Thanks for listening, man. Good morning, Gary. Gary, you need to be on more than what you have been, old buddy.
I know. I've been lax. I was sailing on the Gulf of America.
Oh, what a beautiful place!
I tell you, I may be among the first that actually did it, and I'm proud. I'm proud of that.
Wonderful place. Wonderful place. What else we got?
Okay, Rebel Boy says, just tax it and make it legal would be more simple and help out a lot of people. Plain and simple. If only it could be that simple, Rebel Boy. Yeah, Packy, and they are all worried about THC. Packy is on point again.
Hey, nobody's on my side with the cocaine stuff. I mean,
since our first president who had a major distillery, it was and will always be about money. Herb, alcohol to food. All about money and control. Good point, Jason. Nick Artis. Salute to King Stephen. He's our Englishman, Gary.
All right, then. Bring it on.
I like that guy. He talks like a
bloke.
Bloke. There you go. Yeah.
Hope that's not a mean. I hope that's
it's not great.
Thought about it afterwards. Sorry.
I've got a few words that don't sound bad that are really bad.
Transgender stuff going on. We definitely know that what's that dude's name? Cayenne West, old lady. She's definitely not transgender.
Well, not yet, but she let us know what she had to work with to get there.
I know, that's it. Man,
wow.
I thought he was in jail.
No,
was he let out on something?
That's P. Diddy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
P. Diddy.
I get him
cutting edge of culture.
Okay.
Can't tell them apart.
All right.
They all look the same to him.
I didn't say that, Stephen. You said it.
Oh, we can read between the lines, Pat.
I almost said it, but I stopped myself.
I don't know.
Because I have tact.
I thought it was a disgrace, but Packy's like, man, I hope that fad catches on, man. He said, I hope that catches on. Yep. So we'll see. he's watched that video like over and over and over and over. So
I just can't believe life has gotten to that point. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And just on a grand stage, somebody just walks out naked.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna blow
She
everybody.
wasn't. And she wasn't even running. I remember when I was a kid, people would do it, but they'd be running across
Yeah.
the football field or something.
What was
And
it?
it was funny. It was
streaking.
funny when they did it. This was just
Streaking.
nasty. This was just nasty.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing to her. It had to be. She had to be totally embarrassed, but I don't know. I guess everybody does whatever. But
let me hit these comments real quick before we go to a break.
Go to
Jason
break.
Lynn
Go.
says, Packy, how many
Put 'em
names have been changed of forts, Gulfs, etc.? I mean, a lot. A lot of. Good question. Gulf of the free for all.
oh man, America, Govt of America.
No, Stephen. Cocaine and meth is really bad and made by man and not God. Mary Jane is an herb plant made by God.
I thought cocaine come from poppy plants or something, didn't it?
I think it comes.
Yeah,
from
that's heroin, I think. But the coca plant will certainly get it done. Yes.
Coca.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, people smoke dope and they just lay around and eat. If you do cocaine, you get up and go to work.
Morning.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Morning says Drew Vogel. It will actually be officially renamed Gulf of America. I think it already has. Did Google change it? I think.
Yeah, it's done.
If Google changes it, then it's
The only people that haven't agreed to change it so far, ironically, is Mexico. But they'll change.
Yeah, as soon as we make them another state.
Now let's do Canada first.
I'm from Gaza Strip, man. I'm for the Gaza Strip myself. That's what I'm thinking. So anyway, let's get to a quick break, folks. We got a lot to talk about. So glad Gary's back with us. So we're gonna take a break. We'll be back on the other side. All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good. Look like we're going to Gaza, man. We fixing to take over Gaza. I don't know which one's gonna be the next state. What do y'all think about that?
Gaza Strip. I see the Las Vegas Strip just kind of rebuilt, don't you? Is that pretty much what we're thinking about?
I'm thinking the same thing. Yep, I'm thinking the same thing.
The developer came out in them, right?
Yeah, right.
Here's
He saw a piece of dirt and went, "Hey, I can do something with this."
Yeah.
It's scary. It's like just when you think they can't lose their crap anymore, it's like
he keeps raising the bar. He just keeps USAID. No, you're going to go away. You're gone.
Yeah.
How about this? How about the CIA offering a buyout to every employee?
And they're taking it. They're taking it.
Think about this. I mean, just go back let's get in the Wayback Machine and go all the way back to, I don't know, say September 2024, less than 6 months ago. And you're there. Imagine that you just heard that the CIA was disappearing. They're all going away. All the current people are going away.
Well, they need to go away.
I know, but that was unimaginable then.
Right.
oh my God.
Everything has changed so much and so quickly. It's incredible.
Tim Dwyer, man, that's it. The MAGA strip.
Oh,
There you go. I like it.
Pause on that one.
She wins. That's a win. That's a
Hey,
win.
we got to mention our contest we got going on. Hey, Gary, check this out. You're going to be our test dummy here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so here's what we're going to do.
I take this role proudly.
there you go.
We got this contest that I came up with yesterday. This is our karaoke clip contest. You have a chance of winning a night stay at the Ridges Resort. Super nice place over here in Hiwassee, Gary. And it's, you get $75 to spend at the restaurant there, the Oaks Lakeside Kitchen. And the station's going to throw in $97.70. And then we're also going to be giving away Sentinel Plastic Surgery. They have a med spa here. And they're going to give away this basket with tons of great stuff in it. But you got to call in, and we're going to surprise you with a song. So, Gary, let's pretend you're the caller, okay? And so, like,
okay, I'm calling.
You
Ring, 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 ring. Okay.
You ever see those things like finish the lyric, and you got to finish it. So, here it is. You got to finish this.
Love so sweet, so many ways. I wanna
Stop and thank you, baby. I just want to stop. Yeah, I got it.
There
All
you
right,
go.
the contest is
fun.
over. He wins.
Wins,
Okay,
man.
so tell me the this idea that just hit you, was this just after you'd been to the dispensary, or was
Just
it?
walk out the door, baby. You had one of them earworms. In my head.
No, that's a great idea. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be
So,
fun.
but all you got to do is you got to get it right or pretty close, and you got to sing it. That's the big thing. You got to sing it.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
We'll
make
draw
it happen.
names a day or two before Valentine's Day, and we got a second and third prize, place prize from Sentinel Plastic Surgery as well. So
There you go.
a free operation Just kidding.
That's awesome. I got in a karaoke contest on the ship on this cruise we just came back from.
Yeah, that ain't even fair, man.
Well, honestly, I wasn't trying to win. I was just having fun with everybody.
Right.
And I was looking down the list of songs. You have to pick out a song. And I looked about halfway down the first page, went, oh, I'll sing that one. I wrote it. It was actually a cool moment. Everybody joined in. It was good.
We
We
always
like
do.
how Gary subtly like brags about stuff.
No, it's just what happened. It's what
do you
happened.
do,
Do you want me to withhold all these experiences from you just because they make me look amazing? Really?
You don't think that's just a coincidence, do you?
I mean, it is amazing though. I'll be listening to a song that's wrote by Gary. I said, I didn't know you wrote that song. Yeah, I wrote that song. He don't ever tell. That's
Among lots of others. And did I mention I'm married
Did
to
I mention? Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Hey, don't you love it that the Democrats are all fired up over all this dead weight getting fired, but they didn't have anything to say about when all the people with the vaccines that didn't take the vaccine got fired?
Mhm.
Ain't that funny how they do that?
You see what Elon said? I guess this morning, maybe last night. I just saw it. They have tracked down, and he wouldn't say it. He's not going to say it if he can't back it up.
Right.
$100 billion
Yeah, I heard that.
of the COVID money went overseas to people who frauded the U.S. government with all the PPE and all those loans.
Well, now Pat Malone had a story there right here in Georgia. What was that, Pat?
Yeah, there were half a dozen guys down in Mitchell County, Georgia, that bilked them out of $610,000.
Wow.
And figure this, that's one of 159 counties in Georgia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be in the millions. It just in the state of Georgia alone.
Oh, it will be. Yeah.
That's what happens when you rush a program, and there's no guardrails on it.
I agree. That was rushed.
No accountability.
Well, first of all, the pandemic was a lie to a large degree. The vaccine was rushed. That was not handled well. Trump is not perfect. He listened to the wrong people and he screwed that up, in my opinion.
Well, he got
and then the response to the pandemic financially was a giant mess, a total mess.
Just turn on the fire hose and spew money out there.
Well, that's the thing. And they also, we don't know where all the money went. They've been saying that for 4 years. We don't know where all the money, we really don't know where the money went. But
the USAID money it's not millions and it's not billions. It's trillions. Over the years, it is trillions. That's how they moved all the money. The CIA used USAID to funnel that money to the Clinton Foundation wouldn't exist without it. I'll tell you that. And a bunch of others, not just them. Unbelievable.
Well, they funneled it to a lot of illegal activities.
Yes, they did.
Outside of the Clinton Foundation.
Yes, they did. I agree. I said that was just
in addition
an
to the Clinton Foundation.
Yeah, Sesame Street in Iraq, that's something we really need.
Well, the U.S. government during the Biden administration became the largest human trafficking operation in the history of mankind.
Yeah.
That's what happened. We paid for it. We partnered with the cartels and paid them to traffic women and children. We did it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to own up to that at some point, and somebody's got to pay.
Well, you see that like that gal out there half naked or naked. She was naked. I mean, that tells you how perverted these people are. I mean, would you not think? I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And I think that's what everybody's freaking out about. And Schumer.
You did not use the word tip in that whole scenario, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
But then you got Schumer and all of them. And who is it? Schumer and what's the other gal? They're up there raising Cain. We're going to take back. We're going to take back. We're going to take it back. And all that nonsense.
They have no idea what to do. They're in total disarray.
They're scrambling so hard, and it's so entertaining. I'm sorry. My favorite and only German word that I actually know, I guess, is Schadenfreude, taking joy in the pain and suffering of others. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Every time I turn on the news, I'm doing it. I confess it right now. It just makes me happy to see them pay a little bit.
They're so far off base. They think that their problem is leadership, that they didn't have leadership.
Yeah.
They had a lousy message, for God's sake. Their whole platform is lousy.
Well, all they were doing was just soaking up our checks. I mean, Chuck Schumer's a millionaire. I mean, he has never worked for nobody but the government, has he? I mean, what's he worth?
No, who knows? Who
And
knows?
I think that I had it here somewhere. I think their problem is that they've been taking money too, and they're so worried about being found out. And then I've got a lot of liberal friends on Facebook, and they're just freaking out. Can you imagine? Oh, they're doing away with this. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I'm like, we're going to reduce our taxes because
there's a strategy behind the madness here.
Right.
When was the last time you heard somebody mention anything about Greenland?
Well, give it a minute. Give it a minute. It's coming back.
If it comes back up on today's crisis, is this?
Yeah.
But he keeps changing the script every day.
He's keeping them completely off balance. They have not only did they not have a message, they have zero ability to respond. They just can't. They don't have a messenger.
They go and meet to decide how they're going to respond to Greenland, and when they're ready to respond, we're talking about Gaza.
Yeah.
That's the strategy.
That is the art of the deal, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's almost
Chuck
like
Schumer is worth $81 million, and he has been in government since 1975.
Or Pat, sorry, Stephen, I'm interrupting you.
Just go ahead.
Or
go ahead.
Greenland was designed to distract you from something else.
Of course it was.
Oh yeah.
And Greenland is real. I'm telling you, that's not over. From a strategic standpoint, we actually do need to be at least have a solid base there and have some kind of control of that space.
There's a deal to be made there.
There's a deal to be made.
There is a deal to be made there. And the strategy here is that he is throwing so much at the media that they can't keep up with him right now.
Yeah.
Nobody can.
Here's something he's doing, though. He is daily doing news briefs, news conferences.
From the Oval Office.
Yeah. I mean, you
never
heard anything out of Biden at all. And then I thought it was funny. We got this new press secretary, and they was talking about how her job and all that stuff. And she said it's easy to do a good job when you're not acting, and you're using common sense, and you're speaking the truth. So when you speak the truth, you ain't got to cover up lies like, oh, Biden didn't say that. Oh, he didn't slip and fall. You know what I'm saying?
Who is Kim Dwyer? I love her. She is awesome, man.
What'd she say?
LOL, a deadly weapon? Butter knife? More like a Bradley weapon.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh man.
Steven says Jason Lynn can try the toad licking way of getting high instead of cocaine. Now that's the natural high. Ha ha.
Toads? You can lick toads?
Oh yeah, you can, but I don't recommend it.
What's them things, Packy, you get underneath the cow manures you bring in here all the time?
Hey Gary, how do you feel about how do you feel about Bill Lee's school vouchers in Tennessee? Hey,
I think it's a step in the right direction. I do. He's doing his best to thanks to the dismantling, actually the complete dissolution, I guess, of the federal Department of Education. The states are going to have to step up.
Yeah.
You know, you want something and then you get it, then you got to figure it out. And he's a little ahead of the curve on that. He's doing an amazing job. Tennessee will rally and our schools will be great. They will. And they've actually been held back by the Department of Education.
Rebel Boy says, I still think the morning show needs to go for 2 hours.
Come on, man.
Gary on board for sure. Jason Lynn, doesn't all the major oil pipelines lead and point down towards the Gaza Strip?
I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I don't know.
COVID pandemic was a money grab and created by the Democrats. That's a no-brainer.
And we know where it come from now. How about that?
Drew Vogel.
We paid for it. We paid for it.
Well, we did.
With USAID money.
Yeah. Hey,
100 million.
It's amazing they can still defend it, though, you know. Hey, Drew Vogel says, Pat, I don't know if you're trying to speak negatively about Trump, but we would literally see Biden once every 2 months speaking to America.
Not even that.
I don't think you saw him once every 2 months, especially at the end.
Yeah.
Hey, but he's got an agent at Creative Artist Agency now. He's got representation for all the movie parts.
This is the payback for the book.
It is.
The book
Yes,
is
sir.
coming.
We
Here
talked
comes the
about
book.
that yesterday. He
Order
said-
in the court. Here comes the book.
Yeah.
I was hoping his movie deal because he'd be perfect for Weekend at Bernie's, man. I'm telling you.
They should do it.
Yeah.
Did they only do 2? Because Weekend at Biden's 3 would be amazing.
Oh yeah, that'd be it. Yeah.
We get it, Biden. Gary, do you listen to LT and the And We Know show?
Do listen to the End We Know. LT, I don't know that I know what it is, so I guess I don't listen to it. What is that? Do you know?
I'm not sure. Rebel Boy
Okay.
says they too stupid to keep up. Keep them confused. The symbol of Democrats says it all. A dumb donkey.
There you go.
Well, that's one way to put it.
I like what AOC said. What was it? Elon Musk is like Elon he's not very smart. She's an idiot.
She's not bright. She's not bright, seems like.
Yeah,
I haven't met her, so I don't know. But
I'm gonna guess she used the word literally more than that, though. And
literally,
Drew Vogel says Trump is getting taken care of business more effectively than any other president I have experienced.
But here's the thing that blows your mind, or it makes you mad to think about all the money, our money that we work for. We're paying over 50% of our income in taxes, whether it's local or federal or state, and they're just spending it like it's nothing. It don't matter. It's just taxpayers' money. I mean, that's the thing. And even these grants, local grants, I think is a joke myself. I don't think you should do them, but that's just my personal opinion. I think they're wasted. And now we're finding out what they're doing.
What local grants?
Well, you get okay. Well, look at the Paris building contract up there. I mean, was that not grant money to do?
That was
that?
grant money that came from the state, that came from the feds.
And that came okay. Where did the feds get the money?
From us, the taxpayers.
So is that? I mean, $2 million for that project.
The whole idea of grants is not right. But if there's going to be grants offered, why wouldn't you go after your share to bring some of the money back?
Well, why don't you just leave it with us to begin with? What I'm saying, heck with it. If y'all want to build something,
okay, but yeah, you can do that. But Gary won't. Neither will I. And that's the reason you should either.
I'm telling you,
until they outlaw grants, period.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's happening this afternoon.
Yeah.
The point of everything,
the Gaza grant legislation, right?
Yeah.
Here's the point: we are $38 trillion in debt. We don't have any money to give.
No, we don't.
Right.
No. Stop. If you are broke, if your household is broke and you can't pay your bills, you're not just going to give money away.
Unless you're the government.
And where do they get the money?
You own the printing machines.
Right.
And I'm saying quit it, man. Just stop. I mean, stop. Okay.
I think the external revenue department is going to help us a lot.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
You don't think so, Pat?
My problem with that is it's an expansion of government that we were promised was going to get reduced.
Yeah, expansion is going to happen after you chop away all the dead wood. There's going to be something good that grows back up. There will be something good.
What's been chopped away?
USAID, the CIA, the Department of Education.
All of those are getting challenged in court.
Nah, whatever. We'll see. Are we gonna have to keep saying this for 4 years? You saying whatever you say, and I say, well, we'll see. And me being right again, it's gonna get old over time. It will.
God, you and Steven, you're becoming symbiotic or something there.
Hey,
I'm right again.
I'm not even sure what that means, but I think it's some kind of ape, isn't it?
Yeah, it's derogatory.
Oh man. And then we got to leave up the court system to figure it. We know how that works out. Yeah, let some judge somewhere. Yeah,
they got it down.
Yeah, no doubt. But I just say, poof, put a stop to it.
All right, so phone lines are open. If you guys would like to get your name in the hat for our karaoke love contest, call in 706-379-9770. We'll play a song. You got to finish the lyric, and then that's all you got to do. All you got to do is sing it, get it close, and we'll get your name in the hat. Sound good?
Yep, sounds like a winner. Hey, listen, man, we're going to get back. We got to talk to Gary. He's got some breaking news, man. Excited about this. His career is expanding again, thanks to the morning dish. Yeah, and all the proceeds from here. But anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All righty, we're back with you. We got a caller on the line fixing to try out our new song, and God only knows what Packy's picked out with his little song.
That'd be a good one. God only knows.
It would be good.
That'd be a really good one. But we got Mike Brazel on the phone. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
Good. All right. So you were one of the test dummies here. So you're going to get lucky because this is going to be a real easy one, man. Okay. This is a super easy one. You got to
happy birthday to
I definitely need an easy one.
You'll get this one. So if you get this right, I'll get it, and you got to sing it. Okay, you got to sing the
Let
song.
him sing, Patty.
Hang
Come
a
on,
second.
man.
We're gonna get your name in the hat and see if we'll draw it on a day or two before Valentine's Day. Here we go. You ready, Mike?
Yep.
Do you remember when we used to sing?
La 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 la.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you can stop that.
Oh man, he's dancing too, man.
Yeah.
He's right down my mind. He's out there dancing.
Good job,
I
Mike.
just got you on speaker, and I do have a powerful voice. I've sang with bands my entire life.
Oh, okay, well, good deal, man. We appreciate you.
And Stuart, excuse me, Philip, I met you in your front yard, your parents' front yard at the yard sale a few months back.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that check you wrote, it didn't go through, by the way.
I can honestly tell you, I've never written a bad check in my life.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Don't get your feelings hurt.
I knew you were.
Hey man, we appreciate you. Your name is in the hat. Thank you for calling in, man.
I enjoyed it. I always enjoy singing.
We'll see if we pull your name out a couple days before Valentine's Day. Thanks for calling.
All right. You got my number. Thanks for having me.
Right.
Good job. Good job, brother.
Just a heads up, if you swing by the radio station, drop off a $20 bill, it helps your chances of winning. So
It does improve them, I bet. Yeah.
hey man, we
Yeah.
got to get to Gary Chapman. You've got some breaking news, man, that you've got your career is expanding. Tell us about that.
Well, it's not as big a deal as you've made it up to be, but it's going to be fun. I'm doing a show down at the Mule House in Columbia in April, and that's going to hopefully be a part of this new network that's launched, America's Country Network, ACN, and it's called Legends in Songwriting. And I've been wearing out all my buddies to come and make it great. So I called Larry Gatlin. I texted Larry Gatlin. I wore out Larry Gatlin. I made all my other friends call Larry Gatlin, text Larry Gatlin, and he's amazing. He's an amazing guy. I love him with all my heart, but he is a moving target. He's hard to get in touch with. I got on the plane in Houston after a week on the Gulf of America, and I'm sitting there with my wife and daughter, and coming down the aisle, walking right at me, it's Larry Gatlin. I was like, dude, do you ever respond to anything? Do I have to chase you down on an airplane? So we started talking, and he's going to come do that. But then it just hit me. I said, man, it occurs to me that, because it happens every time we talk, every time. I said, it occurs to me that if we were to just sit down and talk about actually anything,
Right.
family, the world, music, stories, lies, God, all of it, it would be something that people would like to listen to. And I've got it. I mean, because you're older than me, I will acquiesce to your superiority, and we'll call it the Larry and Gary Show.
There you go.
He's like, no, I won't do that. But I would love to do the Gary and Larry Show, because I've been dying to do a podcast, but I don't know anything about it. I said, well, this may be more than a podcast. This could be a podcast that gets aired more places than, where those things get aired. He said, great, let's do it. So we've talked, I don't know, since Sunday, probably 8 times back and forth. He's not kidding. He's all about it.
So now this is going to be, it'll be on a network. What is this network you're talking about that's fixing to start?
America's Country Network. It's actually underway now, but they're not making a big splash about it until they get into more homes. I think they're at 15 million homes now. They'll be at 40 to 50 by summertime. And then you'll start talking about it. You don't want to do that until you're in a bigger space, but this is home, so I can say that.
So I can go, how do I get, like on my smart TV, like on Roku?
Yeah. They're on Roku, Apple, Fire, all the things. Yes.
And it's called America. What is it called?
American Country Network, ACN.
Okay. So everybody here is listening can go subscribe to that, and we'll get to watch you, Larry. So I guess you'll have different guests on as time goes on, right? Kind of like.
Oh my, yeah. And then they've given me an hour on Sunday mornings. Right. I can do anything I want to do with. So I'll do. That's a bad idea. I know.
It's Sunday. He'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be okay. No, I'm going to do a 30 minutes of it will be something that will stem off of the hymns that are a part of who I am, and is such a important part of my dad's passage and just that whole story, because those songs don't live to be 300 or 400 years old because they stink. They live because the same Holy Spirit that inspired them is still there, and all you got to do is breathe on them a little bit, and they're amazing. Back before we paid people to write songs, they wrote them for better reasons, I should say.
I love to hear the stories behind the songwriting, though, man.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Almost all of them have an amazing story.
You know, some of the biggest hits just about didn't become hits because the band didn't like them, or there was something wrong with them or something, you know, and it's finally released. And then you got some of these major hits that's just absolutely astonishing that you wonder how you wrote that song, and they wrote it in like 5 minutes. It's like, oh, I just scratched it out and done that. I love that. I like the backstories.
Yeah, it's fun.
So
anyway, it's just
well,
we were gonna do it in March, and we decided that we wanted to do it really right, so it won't start till April.
Okay. And so, but now let me ask you this question: are you going to be doing it at the Mule House? So can people live audience there?
Oh, absolutely. Some of it will be certainly live audience. Yeah.
And that's in Columbia, Tennessee, right?
It is. Just south of Franklin.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to check out.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to check out the network. Now, is Beyonce, is she going to be on this network?
I can't wait for her to Beyonce herself right on in there. You know, come on in here and Beyonce.
How do they do that, man? I mean, you know, you look at these awards and you think, my Lord of mercy, how does this happen? Is it political like everything else? I mean,
the Grammy Awards
called marketing. They're not music awards; they're marketing awards.
He's exactly right. And marketing can take many forms.
Yeah,
and some of it can involve paying people to do things that they weren't thinking about doing until you paid them.
What did that used to be called way back when, Gary? To get your song played on the radio.
Oh, my Lord.
Payola? I believe that was payola.
Payola. Yeah, there you go.
That's a good word.
We got another break. Oh, we got another break, he said. I didn't even know. I thought we done did them.
Bye.
I'm having to.
See you on the bed. No, we got on a roll there. I was looking at my clock going, okay, I've got to go get my little girl out of bed and throw some clothes on her and get to school.
There you go. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back on the other side, folks. We want to thank all righty, we're back with we got Gary Chapman, singer-songwriter, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. I might run over a little bit there. I was kind of looking at this Mule House, man. It's a cool looking place. Hold on, he ain't got his mic on.
Oh, sorry. They call it the Baby Ryman. It's got it was an old church, and this amazing stained glass, and it's a beautiful facility. Really, really pretty. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited about that. That'll be good. So that will work. We got any comments up there, Pat?
We do. One of them I'm kind of don't really want to read because it's going to go to your head. If the morning dish were this is Nick, English Nick. If the morning dish was 2 hours, the great one couldn't drive the big yellow bus.
Oh yeah, I got to drive the big yellow bus.
The great one.
The great.
Yeah, well,
I like that.
I thought that was Mark Levin.
That's got. Oh, I'm bigger than him, man.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah. I think he's like 180. I'm 250. So.
Jay Bailey had a response here. They hired Biden to host the new season to catch a predator.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, we've done got visiting angels. I bet they're ringing their phone off the hook right now, man. We need to eat him on that.
You're 100% correct, Steve. AOC is just a mouth with a brain.
And she keeps getting elected. Does that tell you anything about her constituencies?
Without a brain.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm questioning that, but yeah, I'm good.
The Democrats are afraid of Musk because he has the money to do what he has to do and support Trump while doing it. True.
I mean, they got death threats on him, and even the Democrats are talking about this. This is that's out of hand. Do you not think that's a little bit over the edge?
Well, they're going to get crazier, dude. They don't have anything else to do.
Right.
When darkness gets cornered, it can only panic and fight. That's all it can do. And they're going to do it.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Yeah. Well, I think the more they expose, surely to goodness, people will start looking and saying, well, maybe there might be something to this. I mean, we're talking billions of wasteful dollars. And some of the stuff they're spending on is just mind-boggling to me.
Well, yeah, it's craziness.
Jason Lynn, the CIA bailout, is that a way of covering up a broke system? Do you think loose lips will be sinking a lot of people from here forward?
They had half the FBI agency, working on the J6. Do y'all see that? Mm-hmm. Am I right about that? Half of the employees of the FBI. Okay, Pat's right.
No.
They bragged that it
If
was the largest thing they'd ever done in the history of the agency. So,
if
how many it was.
if they had half the FBI, why are they only firing like the 12 people that were actually on the J6 investigation?
Well, you got to start somewhere.
No, there weren't 12 people on the J6 investigation. You can't wind up with 1,500 convictions with 12 people. Doesn't work that way. There were a lot more. I think they are still hiding some. I think it's 5,000 that they've released that were involved with that whole process of seeking out and investigating all those horrible people who walked.
And how many undercover FBI agents are they saying that was actually in the crowd instigating this?
Nobody's saying that yet, but they're there.
I've heard there's like 25 or 30 or something like that. And actually,
dude, I've got a friend that he was actually on this cruise I was just on. He was there, and he absolutely witnessed a bunch of black SUVs pulling up, and he thought, "Oh wow, this is somebody important. This is a big deal," because it was escorted. They were official government, black on black kind of SUVs that we all see going in and out of, Edwards Air Force Base. He said the people that piled out of there were handed clothing to put on, MAGA hats and all this stuff. They handed all of it to him. I know you guys got to go. I hear the music.
Yeah, covert operations always happen in public, don't they?
In a chaotic situation, many times they do. Yes, sir.
Well, it did, according to what I'm reading.
Pat, you're wrong on this, brother. There was a bunch of them. There were a bunch of them. I know this man. He's a good friend, and he does not lie.
I'm actually thinking we need another hour just so we can get Gary and Pat.
That's what Rebel Boy thinks.
Yeah, get them going.
Come on, Rebel Boy.
Gary, we love you, man.
Hey, Catherine Higgins is there for you, Pat. She's commented in there. Hey, want to thank S&S Smoothies and the Tin Roof. Make sure to call in tomorrow for our contest.
We'll see y'all.
See y'all. Bye.
WLAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look at here. Guess who's number one in the Nielsen ratings again?
97.7.